What's up, BB? It's AstroJ. Thank you guys for tuning in. If this is your first time, go ahead and hit that cool heart. We just got started. Today's going to be a light stream. You know what I'm saying? What's up? I love you. I love you too. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if this is your first time in here, make sure you guys show some love by hitting that gold heart. What's up, Niche? Thank you so much. Thank you for the heart. Niche, how you doing today? What you been up to? What you been up to, Niche? Cool. I just finished working. I feel that I'm gonna keep this stream light today. We're gonna do a little bit of brawl stars afterwards. Good, good. Finally got my truck back. I don't know if you remember, but last week the transmission happened, and I got it fixed. It's running pretty good right now. Taking it slow, and maybe some extra cash with the training. What's up, Kevin Williams? This is your first time on here. Make sure you hit that gold heart. Yeah, but rest in peace. I'm so good right now. I'm at that point. I'm at that point. Yeah, yeah. But the room's starting to look different. We started off on the kitchen table. We got some lights. We got some QR codes in the back. We got some vibes going on. Yeah, thank you. Thinking if I should put this back a little bit, might help out. I'm like all up in my face. Actually, but put that back a little bit. That looks better, right? In the beginning, it was like all up in my face, right? Like, ooh, this one still it's like a little bit. It's like the further I move away, the better it looks. Hey, I appreciate that, Kevin Williams. Appreciate that, man. Kevin Williams. Yeah, it's a 619 San Diego. What's going on, Kevin? You still in San Diego? Thank you for the donut. Thank you for the donut. Niece, I think I got a four. I got a four note. These doing so what's popping this Astro Day, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Niche, I'm on a 4 win streak right now on battles, and I would love to jump in if I had to support for 2 battles. Would you be down? Can you take 2 home, bring it to 6-0? Trying to get out of this D1 and get to that, get to the C's, and get to the B's. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my driving game up. What you think? Talk to me. Good to out. I feel you. I feel you. I mean, even if it's just roses, like anybody shoot heavy over here. I'm playing against Pakistan. Like roses will do. You just gotta hit it on the triple. You ever go live? Why not? Yo, X, what's going on? Twitch, what's popping with that show today, man? Thank you so much for tuning in. I have been on. Okay. Let me try it out and see how it goes. Got me? Got me? Okay. Are you sick? Okay, so I appreciate it. Oh, shit. What is that? What is this? Heard it before, but like I don't know exactly what it is. Okay. What's alright? What's up, big baby cake? Uh, what up, big baby cake? This guy's gonna say, info like 20 minutes to play. I ain't gonna do it if you don't let me listen. I'm gonna fit it to you. Now really, really listen. Oh, no. You don't keep me in my period. For sure. What I've heard. Yeah. It's like, is it consistent? Or does it just pop up every now and again? And when have you noticed that it pops up? Like, is it more of like a summertime thing or do you notice it when it's cold? I assume that like with arthritis people like when it's cold outside, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, now it's starting to get cold outside. What do you do to battle it? You medicine for it, like astronomical, what helped out with all of it? September kid. So we don't get our prayers. Hey, everybody, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, X, Instagram, Twitter. We don't keep using our prayers, man. And anybody who's dealing with stuff, definitely needs has been day one from my brother. And so much stuff that he knows about from my lives. So we appreciate it. And you part of the family, part of the line, the person that can answer that on it. So I want to thank you. And I really think it's better. You know, no matter what you are, we're all dealing with certain things. We're all dealing with certain things. Sometimes all we need is just to enjoy, you know? Yeah. It's like it's a lot bigger than just TikTok. Sometimes it's like just having a friend to check in with. She's good, she's wild. I just, you know, I had to give her a little bit of her own space and time. You know, when people get older, they don't really care. They go on and say whatever they want. They walk away. It's a lot. She's good. She's healthy. She's doing her thing. I'm good. I'm making my thing happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We still love, but at the same time, like, sometimes we have to, like, you know, all right, I'll do what you do. I'll do what you guys want me to do. What's up, Brianna? What's up, Chad? What's Jasper Shay? Yeah, I love those people too. I love those people too, but even I need a little bit of space sometimes. What's up, Baluka Dada? I have a co-host with Alex G in 5 minutes. What's up, Michelle Wolf? I signed up to become TikTok advertiser. They're saying I'm supposed to co-host with Alex G in 5. What's up, Michelle? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm trying to build up my Discord team so that we can start getting more hearts and get more people in here. Because I'm telling you, I've been going like 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours a day, sometimes 5. And some, but I want to make sure that we're profitable. So, yeah, yeah. Well, this is running away. This is finding the right people, the right people. Things what make you the same people. Oh, even if you I'm a Christian, I'm a Christian. If you lack, I'm good. But I ain't going to do that. I'm going to do that. Before I can do that, I'm going to go there. So I think if you can, if you can, if you need that, then I'm not the that way to spread. The hottest on the set. Yeah, after that. Maybe 500 days for and ask all that have to break that it's not almost like a little bit, and you build it up and then make it honest. Like a bigger picture, you do something, and I'm not going to look through for you. So, oh, what up, me? People in my prayers. What up, Dave? I'm a player, and then for your haters, for haters, player. The game, when I'm player, uh, good. Thank you for the time. Um, yeah, thank you for the time. Yeah, thank you for the time. Yeah, thank you for the time. In this world, man, you gotta do things wrong. Jake Forte is the home flow. Um, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Jake Forte, just like that. Do it. Have a good day. Oh my God. Uh, oh God. I ain't even know. That's crazy. Maybe mom had cancer. Oh my God, yo, this is cancer. That's so crazy. I'm looking at this right now saying that NFL left 90 months on the complete for this cancer treatment. Obviously, how the wise answer is to this treatment. Uh, yeah, he just completed his cancer treatment. He was diagnosed in 2024. I'm just saying that he's diagnosed. He was working as a medical, like going over like football like that. He had to quit his job to do his treatment. I guess he just had to. So it's crazy, man. Like I said, man, everybody's doing something, man. We just gotta lift each other up in prayer. What's up, Luke? Big Shooter, what's poppin'? Eddie Kruger, Freddy Kruger, Abdul, if you know what I'm talking about, walking up, you know what I gotta do, talking about the things that I've done before. MJ before, Yeah. Well, chat was good at AstroJ, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time, go ahead and sub, go ahead and follow, go ahead and comment, let me know what you got, where you from. Um, yo, okay, so I'm gonna start off from the beginning. I used to be a subway performer back in 2016. I moved to New York with $73 in my pocket. I bought a boombox and a mic, and I just started rapping on street corners. But before I even started rapping on the street corners, my buddy Big Lang, this Chinese kid, who was my best friend from Atlanta, he moved to the NY after I freshman year of high school, so he stayed out there. And he brought me this little beat speaker about this big, and I started like rapping to it like on the subway, and like nobody was paying attention to me. It just felt like I just felt like an idiot. I just felt so stupid. And dude was like tank top goes, well, you gotta come harder than that, kid. You gotta come harder than that. So that's when I put the last one money together to get that mic in that box. And it was like a $15 mic. It was like a $45 box, but it was big, and I could take it with me. So I just started carrying it everywhere I went, rapping on corners, and that's when I started gaining confidence. Before you know it, I was in the subway, in the elevator, on the R train, just with some beats just like this, just freestyling. Because I didn't have a guitar. I was just like, I'm just rapping like I was at home. Mind you, I have no job. I'm couch surfing. I'm sleeping. I'm 14th Street in Central. I'm just like, I'm winging it. I'm bootstrapping it. Crazy is in the middle of all this, I had a couple interviews with some friends that had started startups that are like billion-dollar companies now. It's literally insane. It's like they just kept plugging away. And if I would have been in a better situation, I don't know. Maybe I'd be with somebody. But that's not my story. My story is still going on. What's up, Jennifer? And, so I would perform in front of these, street corners and in front of hot dog stands. I remember I started collaborating with like some of the hustlers, some of the hot dog people, because my freestyles were actually genuinely customers. We had all these new people that would come up and throw dollars in my little tip jar, but they'd also smell those hot sizzling food, no diddy, and they'd start buying. And so a hot dog dude actually gave me a sign, like a tip sign, like, for tips, because it's not his new stuff. He's like, keep going, keep going. And so I just kept freestyling, and I just got really good. And this is in the middle of Times Square, dude, like it's a hustle. I remember one time I was just riding through the city with my boombox and my mic, right? Just rapping. And these street performers that do like flips over people and just like bring these crazy crowds to each other. Like brought me on board with them. And this dude was like, yo, like, rock with us. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, perform, let us use your boombox and your mic, and give you money during the shows. So they do performances, I'd freestyle. They'd be jumping, flipping over people. And then dude be like, I bet you $100 we can't jump over these 5 people. And then he grabbed like $100 bill from grab one so we can cover out of it. And then like just start grabbing sir. And then it's great. Go to Starbucks and catch up. like 40, $60. I'm like, oh, what's up, man? I got five shows. You know what I'm saying? So I started making this podcast, and I performed in the restaurant out of the studio, and I just screamed like, I'm right here, DJ Khaled, I'm right here. They never heard me, but they started playing, my music on the all white one, the Rick Ross type shit. And that's that's 7, 8 years later. Um, thank you, I appreciate it. But that was really like that was almost AstroJforte a decade ago, trying to make things happen. What's crazy was before I moved to New York, essentially, I was in Puerto Rico doing a master's program for a year. Then I flew to India and I lived in India for like 6, 8 months. It's crazy, right? And then after I spent all my money, I came back, stayed in Atlanta for a couple of days, took up the train on to New York, and started from scratch like that. I got work on that. I had a job at the I was on the sales team and on Wall Street. I was selling under the street. I was selling my leftover juices to the yoga chicks right after the classes. Like, I'm just, New York will make you, New York will push you. It'll push you. And then it'll push you. Yeah. So I got to that breaking point where I was like, yo, like, this hustle is fucking tough. This is a grind. I got to get out of here. So I took a second 12 break on back to Phoenix. And I'll never forget. I woke up in the mist somewhere between like Virginia and Georgia, and I had seen like just like a giant motorcycle crash. I had like 17 motorcycles, blood all over the street. Somebody truck just popped, like ran over all the way up the side of the road. And I remember just praying. I know a lot of people died. And I detected I had no money. And I ended up meeting these people on the bus that were friends with the kid that I grew up with. And they bought me a sandwich from Woodie's at a gas station. And I'll never forget that because that I was just like, wow, it kicked it with grandma for like shit, 2017, 2018, yeah, for like 2 years. And then, uh, yeah, I got a certificate in software development through a boot camp that I did. I was working 2 jobs, one at Apple and one with FedEx. Just saving up, I bought my first laptop, my first MacBook. Um, I had a Lenovo in college, and got my first little big boy, you know, job at Uber, and just kept pushing. Then I got a job at Banner Health, and then you know, God was like, He wanted me to expand, and then I did the Young Revolutionary Minds conference. 30 entrepreneurs, different backgrounds, sharing that story at the George Carter Washington Museum, most diverse and inclusive, conference that was in AZ at that time. And wow, yeah. And then I lost it all, and I just kind of, I took another Greyhound to LA. I was like, yo, oh my God, what's up? What's up? We got all these people in here, man. They feel so much what's going on. Perfect red. And yeah, man, just started pushing it out there and making things happen and trying to grow. But yeah, so I ended up moving to LA off of a Greyhound ride. I ended up going there to meet a friend who was at the conference. And she was, um, what's his name? Just potato head, the guy that does camera food. Bro, but like, what else am I supposed to do? You know? Steve Harvey, yeah. Steve Harvey. Dang, me. Because I said Mr. Potato Head, and you said Steve. That's crazy. She's like, Steve. That's hilarious. But yeah, so got to meet Steve and a few other people. Um, didn't really get to share my story because nothing had really been done at that point. But now it's like, you look back at that 5, 6 years later, my life is very different. You know, like the tenacity for what I want is very different. I realize that it's not going to look pretty at all, but we still got to do it. Like even it would be like a couple weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I'm just spinning off my table in the kitchen. You know, just because it's different, dude. Now it's just potato head. What's up, Chad? Yeah, so like, but yeah, so that happened, and my bad. You asked about my music, and I've been going down this rabbit hole of like just the last what decade, and we only in like we're still in 2019. Like I've written books about my career. Um, like, uh, but yeah, so I accidentally joined the cult, which inspired me to stay in LA. You know, pros and cons, um, mixed feelings about you know how everything happened, but I left from the leadership program. Um, I think otherwise. You know, pros and cons of all this, but yeah, I think it is a leadership program. And I got to see it, like kind of the stuff they were doing. I'm like, yeah, I ain't no dude. You're a fool. And then I low key like spoke out about like who they were. And, you know, they tried to push me off and outcast me, make me feel unworthy, put my back to. And I was like, fuck all y'all. Like, I'll see y'all outside. Like, Nicky, like, I'll bomb on all you niggas. Like, it's not a problem. Like, we can do this to the break of dawn. Like, I don't give a fuck who you guys are. I ended up leaving, and I remember feeling really defeated. Like, I didn't even tell you, I broke my shoulder on a TV show called Cannonball. Total shoulder was like out of the fucking socket, like touching my neck. I almost drowned in the water, died on live TV. And this was right before I left that show. Yeah, yeah, it was some wild stuff. And so all these things happen. I'm just failing, 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 getting up, and failing again. It's fucking sucking. And I 100% believe that 99.9999% of people that would have gone through this would have given up a decade, 15, 20 years ago, right? Off themselves with the amount of failure that I've experienced. But I got off my head also like, God, I have to deal with it. I'm gonna keep going because I know that, fuck, man, something's got to give. And so I've been here time and time and time again with failure, with my journey. Yeah, 32. So like I'm the complete opposite. This ain't perfect network. Like, this is fail forward, do success, keep fucking failing, keep losing, but keep grinding, showing up. Something's got to give. I'm the opposite of perfect. I have nowhere near perfect. I'm so far from it. But I fucking go, and I keep going, and I keep showing up, beat up, black eyes, fucking ripped skin, fucking bloody. You know, um, and the universe can't stop, but say like, you know, this nigga won't stop. I've applied to tens of thousands of jobs in the last year and a half. Um, I've had maybe like 8 interviews. Mind you, I'm at the fucking total pole when it comes to how to design is information technology, project management. Like I learned that. I built my own house by myself. I built the infrastructure. I create my own prompts. I built my own marketing. Like I do all this shit by myself. I know how to fucking run a company myself. Yeah, like motherfucker like me, I do. And whatever, economy, whatever. I picked up my resume fucking a dozen times. Like literally, you look at the transformation of my resume from 2021 to 2025. I've at least changed it 150 times because I'm constantly adding new things. I'm constantly adding new concepts. I'm constantly adding new, products. I'm constantly adding new projects. I'm constantly working on as new positions and stuff like that. So yeah, dude, like I can't like stress myself out about not having a fucking $200,000 job or a fucking $135K job because it's not my time. Like if the right company will come, and for now, I'm so cool with building my own shit, inventing my own products, not giving a fuck about what the world has to offer, and making something for the world. You know what I'm saying? Like doing the shit that I want to do. I'm so grateful that I've had that opportunity. And being able to even stay here and tell you about this is serious business. So with that being said, you know, I didn't even mention my fucking analog astronaut shit. I didn't even mention my invention. I didn't mention my book. I didn't mention my apps. I'm just talking to you about all the shit that I fucked up on, that I failed at. Like people would never know. People would never know. Like how hard I fucking worked to even to be up there, bro. To really just shack it up and fucking go out there and do what you want. When the world is literally pushing, punching, and beating the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, this shit is not easy. But we gotta keep it going. Look for the stuff. I got right, right. Yeah, right. I don't even think I answered the question about who I tour with, but I'll tell you right now. I t- what's up? What's up, Tank? Yeah, I've toured. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right, right. No, I feel you. And then I'm like an onion, man. It's like where do you even start with this type of stuff? Like I'm writing my fifth book right now. You know, I just to answer the question that you asked me, how we got on this tangent. I was on tour with Rakim, and I wasn't. Yeah, I, yeah. That's the Don. That's yeah. That's the that's the epitome of hip hop music. Yeah, right, right. Uh, yeah, man. I went on tour with Rakim, Talib Kweli, Farside, Tribe Called Quest. Like, right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No. Right. What's up, Riri? What's up, Tay? No, no, you good. You good. Yeah. No, I'm gonna put it all up. I do a lot of this stuff on like Instagram and stuff, but like I need to start transitioning over to TikTok. Yeah. 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 For sure. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. 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 Right. You know what I was thinking about? I'm thinking about like I'm gonna bring out my first 4 books and I'm gonna read a chapter every day, and then like every day, like I'm gonna talk about that chapter like in depth and like kind of like have like a Q&A. Yeah, yeah, and then I'll be able to relate to products and like all that stuff. Yeah, but it'll be great because it's like, dude, I have so much inside of my head, but this will just make it so much easier because it's actually concepts and conversation. July 16th. Yeah, right, right, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm gonna have like a day where I read a chapter from a book, and then we do like Q&A, and then I'm gonna have like a random day where we talk about something, you know, that I got on my chest or that like an inspirational thing, and then we'll have like our freestyle Fridays. Hey, and you know what? I want to say this too. I want to say this too about Rio. I as his older brother, yeah, I helped him out. But let me say this: Rio's helped me out too. He's had my back over the couple last, not just couple last years, but he's just had my back. That's my little brother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, little Lario. That's little Lario, little running around with a little diaper. You know, that's little Lario. I used to help him climb out the crib when he was a baby because he just looked at me with the pacifier like, "You just gonna let me stand here in the crib?" And I grab him out. I'm like 3 years old. I'll be like, Might have accidentally dropped him on his head a couple times. Never said nothing, but he doing good. He's smart. He's very intelligent. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to my girl Tay. Shout out to my girl Tay. Shout out to Miss Riri. Yeah, y'all think I'm laid back. Alario takes after my traits, baby. I'm telling you, Alario takes after me. Who do you think he learned that from? I'm just warming up to the crowd, and also like I'm catching my own vibe. Like it takes a minute to kind of get into this, and then also you gotta understand that we're dealing with different types of people. Like I was with an agency back in 2024 in February, and they told me like keep your freestyles going, like talk to the people, engage with your chat. But like as far as sharing my story, that wasn't really something that they really hyped up on. So like hearing it from you, like this is what I love to do. This is what's going to allow people to connect with me, and I have so many things to pull from it. So, listen, I have no problem being authentic, having energy, hyping up the crowd, sharing my story, letting people know what's really going on behind the scenes. Um, I just I just got to do it more often and more consistent. And I'm not going to give any excuses on like who is being pulled up into my account or and because I really want to say niece, I really want to say Miss Riri, like you be seeing people for 2 seconds. It's like how am I supposed to catch somebody for 2 seconds? You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, like the right people are gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Like the right people are gonna come, and then the right people are gonna stay. So like I'm gonna continue doing my thing. Say again. Wait. Okay. 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 Yeah. Right. I appreciate that. I appreciate you staying with me. Um, and it's just a great reminder because sometimes I be forgetting that my story matters, and not only does it matter, but it's going to inspire other people. Like I've done some things that you know I'm a one of one type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it's easy. They'll get you. They'll tell you everything that you want to hear. Oh yeah, Oprah winning this. Tiger Woods winning this. Oh, you got to do this. This is how you become successful. It's like, what exactly do I got to do in this thing? And like, well, you got to do what we say. What exactly do I got to do that you say? And you got to recruit people. What do we recruit people for? Why are you asking so many questions? Ooh, why are you getting mad? I thought we was on the same squad, and then you just like you kind of just see through the Wizard of Oz type stuff, and then when you try to, inspire people like, hey, listen, like this ain't what you think it is, they're already in too deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got people on here, because I'm on all platforms right now. Maybe on Facebook, maybe on LinkedIn, that are a part of it or that are listening to this, and they're like, I can't believe Jesse's speaking out about this, but this shit really happens. This is real life. This is not a joke. And LA is like a 200-year-old place. Like this stuff, like and it's not just these cults. Like there's a lot of satanic like yes stuff that goes on that is not talked about, that goes on in Hollywood that people kind of just like bat their eyes to. The whole Hollywood scene and stuff like that. The reason why, listen, I'm in the top 0.0001 percentile of producers and writers as artists. I hit three number ones on Apple Music and iTunes as an independent artist. The same time that Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande dropped 34 and 35, and then Justin Bieber dropped Holy. Tell me why I was number one for 14 days. I was number one. Make It Happen was number one for 14 days on top of UMG, on top of CAA, and I did it by myself. I was promoting my stuff, doing email blasts, putting out my music, producing it, finding the beats, curating the music, writing it. I put it all together. I did everything that those labels pay or take millions of dollars from other artists to do. And yeah, I'm still connected with everybody. And I could go on tour. I could go on tour tomorrow because my name is good. If I wanted to, I got to hit my people up and I say, hey, I'm coming to LA and let's do a 6 day or 6 week tour or six concert tour. Let's do a whole year concert tour, like whatever. Like they're gonna say yes, and they got me ready. I've written over 200 songs in the last 5 years. I'm one of the best lyrically inclined artists in the world, and nobody will ever know that because it's like I just not now. I'm just saying it's like the game is so like befuddled. It's such a hay and a needle in a haystack type stuff that like even like you can look at my discography. I've literally sat next to platinum Grammy winning artists and producers, and we've gone track by track, and they're like, Jay, your discography, which shows all your music, blows mine out. And I've been in the industry for 20 years. How were you making all this music? I write all my books. I got 4 books that have like over 140 pages of pop, and they originally were like 250 pages, but I cut them down because it's like a lot of the stuff was like didn't need to be in there, or it was just too much, or it didn't make sense. Like I'm a writer, I'm a thinker. The reason why I've been, so playful and blah blah blah, is because um, intellectually sometimes I don't think people can grasp like some of the high level stuff that I'm talking about. But like when I'm conversating with you, like yeah, like I could do this all day because you get it, niche. Like you're on the wavelength. You're probably ahead of me on the wavelength, but you understand that you can receive it. A lot of times, especially here on TikTok, like me talking about these things, a lot of these MFs they ain't gonna get it. And I'm not saying like MFs in a negative way. I'm just saying like they just not like they're gonna be like, all right, like where's the Labubu? Like I'm like, bruh, are we over here trying to change lives, huh? Right. And I was talking to Tay about this yesterday. Okay, bet. You want to start right now? All right, so just end it and then start a new one. Okay. I was about to end that whole thing. Um, oh, add now. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. And I'm gonna keep it true with you. I'm past exhausted right now, so like maybe I'm probably gonna be on here tops like 20, 25 minutes, and then it's lights out. I got you. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay on like couple. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer. Um, but yeah, no, for everyone that, yeah, right. And sometimes people need to hear that story from someone else, so that, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. All right, Nick, I appreciate you. Bert, what's going on, guys? So I'm really happy about today. Today was a big breakthrough just in the last 30 minutes because Niche asked me a question, and the question was like, um, who did you go on tour with? Which made me go down this rabbit trail of like how I even started music, right? Um, I started making music back in Puerto Rico when I was in my master's program back in 2015, but I didn't start actually doing music until I was homeless on the streets of New York. And while I was on the streets, I had $73 in my pocket. I went and bought a boombox and a mic, and I just started going performing on subways, on street corners. But before I even got the boombox and the mic, I had this little like speaker that my buddy Bing Wang gave me. Bing Wang, R.I.P. Actually, I don't think. I hope he's not dead. I fucking love that kid. He was like my favorite friend. This little Chinese kid. I thought he was in third grade, like the same age as Lara. But he's like, nah, bro, I'm a freshman in high school like you. And I was like, oh, that's wild. But anyways, Bing had moved from Atlanta to New York, and he's like, bro, like use this and do your music stuff. And I remember the first time I started rapping freestyle, I was in a subway on the L train, and I was rapping and like blah 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 blah. My name is Jesse. Nobody was looking at me. It was embarrassing. I felt dumb, like nobody can listen to me. And this dude who looked like he had just came out of prison comes up to me, he's like, "You gotta spit harder than that, man. You gotta go harder. Like that's weak." And so in that moment, I was like, either I need to quit or I need to step my game up. And something kicked in, and I just like was like, all right, boombox mic, hype it up, get bigger, get louder, and let's do this thing, right? So I go back the next day to the same L train. I start spitting fire. I'm spitting hard, like the hardest I've ever spit, like just going crazy on it. And I got my first tip. I got like a couple bucks from them, and that just lit a fire on me because it was the first time that I had made money as an artist. Now, was it $100,000? Was it like all these, millions? No, it was a couple bucks, but it gave me fuel to keep fighting. And so I continued to show up every day, just like this stream. Like I just kept showing up, and I would get more and more money, and I get more and more people, and this was real life. And I went from being homeless and not figuring out what my next meal was to like now I got 20, 30 bucks in my pocket. Now I got 50. Now I got 100. Now I can, what I'm saying? Shoot, I can go on a date even though I ain't got no place. Like I'm gonna take Shorty out to coffee. Literally started from scratch. Well, as this progressed, I started to gain fans. I would go to Times Square and I'd start rapping, and like the hustlers would see me. They knew who I was. They would invite me to actually like participate in their hustle. So like they would have like people that would do flips over people, and they would get these large crowds, like two, three, 400, 500 bucks every 30 minutes, and they'd split that money with me because I'd be freestyling on the corner, bringing in those people. And so we started like making money as a group. Started going around the city, hustling. making money, doing things, and yeah, I was just living my New York dream life, just enjoying the journey. I met some super cool people who are extremely famous now that I actually inspired them to do music, and now it's like I seem like they're blowing up like crazy. But yeah, man, like Niche saw me and she knows that I be freestyling and just chilling and stuff. But man, my story is so impeccable, it's so amazing, it's so inspiring that you know everyone gets to hear it, everyone gets to learn about what I've been through, man. From being homeless and performing on the streets to being second to last on tour with Rakim. Like, bro, people can't say that. I'm one of one. I'm one of one in everything that I do when it comes to space, when it comes to inventions, when it comes to music, when it comes to writing. Like my story is so fascinating, so factual, it's so different that it's going to light a candle. It's going to light a wick under whoever reads it, whoever hears about my journey. And yeah, man, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So make sure we hit that gold heart. It's going to push me to the FYP for my For You page. It's going to help more people see this. And for everybody on here, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, X, Instagram, TikTok, um, I'm going to start sharing more of my journey, more of my story, and let people know like the truth about like where I come from, what I do, like who I truly am. Because first off, I deserve to share my story. Secondly, you deserve to hear it. And hopefully that this brings something new to your life. Hopefully this brings inspiration to what you have going on and what you go. Because that's what this is. Like the reason why I share these stories is because yeah, it's part of what I've lived, but it's also an opportunity to make something click, not just for me, but for us. So that being said, man, um, I got nothing but love for you guys. Yes, ask me questions, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm past tired. I'm exhausted. I'm just gonna sleep right now. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you sub. Make sure you show some love. I'm already gonna put my nightcap on right now. My nightcap. Look, bonjour, the pinky pesa. I am Le Wee Wee. I gotta record this. I am a Mr. Le Wee Wee from the Francais, and you shall not be over here because it is time to sleep. This is not my nightcap. This is my French bagouet. Alright, that was wild. Super wild. Super wild. All right, Chime. I mean, Chime. All right, chat. It's time for me to go to F to sleep. It's time for me to go to F to sleep. Oh, it's time for me to go to F to sleep. It's time for me to go to F to sleep. Oh, all right, good night, guys. Bye.